Lecture topic: Respect for this Nisbat of Deen.
Alamgir rahmatullah alayhi was a very pious person, was the king of India in his time. And he was also a very person of knowledge. He highly respected the ulama and people of piety. In his time there was one person who used to keep coming to ask for some favor sometimes. But he also was a fellow who used to just fool around and keep disguising himself and play tricks on people. So he used to sometimes change his appearance and come to Alamgir rahmatullah alayhi in different appearances to try and just extract something from him, that he might not recognize him. He's the same person who came the day before. But every time he came, Alamgir rahmatullah alayhi immediately recognized him despite all his disguises. So he was just laying him on to. So one day he told him that I will not give you anything until the day you manage to disguise yourself in such a way that I don't recognize you. That who you are, I get, so to say, fooled with your disguise. Till that day I won't give you anything. So now he just was humoring himself with this person. So when he heard this, he decided he must take up this challenge. So he went out of the city in some little deserted area, and he put one small little hut for himself there, and then started engaging in a lot of ibadat and zikr. And now gradually, slowly, as people were passing, they got to know somebody is staying here. They don't know who this person, from where he came, and he seems to be a very pious person. Meanwhile, all this was being done so just now his plan. Gradually this message reached Alamgir rahmatullah alayhi himself, that there's some very pious person on the outskirts, and this person is really engrossed in ibadat the whole time. So he had a lot of appreciation for the people of piety. He respected them. So when he was out on one journey once going, he decided he must stop and also meet this pious person. Despite being the king, he decided he should stop. So he came, met him. This person also met him with a lot of respect, but you can see this seems to be a very, very senior person, pious person. After whatever du'as he took and so on, now as he's leaving, he wanted to give him a gift. So a whole bag of gold coins. So this person took that bag and he threw it back. He said, "You think we are people of the dogs of the world?" So he got even more impressed. This person genuinely seems to be not interested in anything with the dunya. In any case, now since he threw the bag back, so he told his servants to take the bag, and now he left. Now as he got onto his conveyance to leave, now this person came running out and he disclosed himself, that now I have fooled you. So now that I have fooled you, because you thought it was somebody else, you didn't recognize me, but I am the same person. So now that promise that you had given of that reward, so now you must pay up. So now whatever he had been promised was a small amount comparatively. This whole bag of gold coins was many, many times more than that. So now he came for that reward. So Alamgir rahmatullah alayhi said to him, "Okay, fine, you fooled me, so I should give you the reward that I promised. But there's one question, that the whole thing you were doing was for money. You wanted something. So you already had the money in your hand, and far more than what now I'm going to give you. What I promised you, for example, I promised you 100 rands. You already had 100,000 rands. 1,000 rands, now you got 100,000 rands. At that time that money was already in your hand, you threw it back. And now you came to ask for the small reward." So now the lesson, the answer that this person gave, this is the answer that the Mashayikh used this incident to explain a very important lesson. He says, at that time I was in the appearance of the people of Deen, of the pious. I had adopted their appearance. While in their appearance, if I just continued and took this away, then I would have been disgracing Deen and disgracing the people of piety. But they also just fall for all this. So I first had to disclose myself. Now I'll take the reward, that whatever you had promised. Now he had just pretended to be a person of piety, but because he attached himself out of pretense to that situation, to that level of people, he respected that. But though he was not that, but he respected it. Now the lesson for us is that we are attached to ilm of the Quran Sharif, ilm of the Hadith Sharif, ilm of Deen, and we are attached to people of Deen. So now this ilm that Allah Ta'ala has given us, we are nowhere close to being worthy even one fraction of the alim title or any other title, nowhere close to it, but nevertheless we have been given some attachment to this ilm of the Quran Sharif. Allah Ta'ala has blessed somebody with hifz of the Quran Sharif, learning the meaning of the Quran Sharif, the Hadith Sharif. If we don't take care of this nisbat, of this connection and respect it, then we would, our own respect, we would be burying with our own hands, number one. And then we would become a source of disgrace for the people of ilm, for the people attached to Deen, people of piety, because people will see us and they will say, well, if this is how a person of ilm or a person, a student of Deen, this is how he conducts himself, maybe everybody is like this. Or if this is how it is, then there's no point in sending my son to go and learn Deen also. Or I should be bothered because this is how everybody is like this. So we did not respect that. We became the source of the disgrace of people of Deen in general and the people of ilm in general. Now, this person, despite whatever his condition was, he was this kind of a character, but yet he had that much of sense that if I am in the garb of people of piety, I must respect that garb also. If I'm attached to something, I must respect that attachment. Allah Ta'ala has given us this attachment to Deen, this attachment to the ilm of Deen, attachment to the centers of Deen. This also deserves, this attachment is also a ni'mat of Allah Ta'ala. This too needs to be respected and needs to be honored, and this inshallah will become a means of us gaining the reality someday. For now we are respecting and we are taking care of what the external attachment is. Someday Allah will bless us with
अल्लाह अल्लाह कैसा प्यारा नाम है, आशिकों का मीना और जाम है।